Hey guys, HappyCattyCrypto here and welcome back to the channel. So we're here talking about Ponke again, and I've been covering Ponke from the very beginning of this thing, and it is just gaining so much traction. And I've explained over time that they're building a brand, they're building a story, and more importantly, they're building a very committed community. And alongside all of this, right, you've got the Instagram, you've got all of these different gifts. If you just type Solana mobile, you'll get Ponke gifts. If you more or less search anything to do with crypto at this point, you're probably going to get Ponke gifts, even to the point of where just in random groups, like I've explained, I get Ponke gifts sent to me, and they're not even crypto related groups. These people don't even know what crypto is. And it's just really funny to have seen this transform from the very beginning. And I always see so many videos on YouTube, right? I always see so many kind of the same question. What is the next SHIB? What can I buy? What can I get invested in now that's possibly going to do very well during this bull run? And honestly, at this point, watching Ponke perform, watching the chart kind of do exactly what we explained it would do by following that pattern 3 times in a row, the likelihood is everybody would think it would go down again, so everybody could consolidate and sort of pick up again. Instead, it did the complete opposite of what everybody thought it was going to do, and it continued to go upwards. So we'll get onto that shortly. And if you don't know what Ponke is, I honestly would be absolutely shocked by now. I honestly believe, and I'm not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice, and it's all for educational purposes only, but I honestly do believe that this is the next Shiba Inu. I think this is the next Doge, the next whiff, apart from it's going to be bigger, it's going to be badder, and it's going to be better. And what they've built, like I said, is this little fella, the golden child, right? And the way that they do things, I really like it. There's a lot of these kind of like puzzles, these really kind of intricate tweets, and these little hints at different things. And what's even more interesting is they don't have any real kind of major tier 1 listings. They're not on Binance. They haven't seen any of these crazy kind of FOMO based news situations that are generated in order to push the price when there's nothing really coming, so to speak, and it's just a total reverse here. So when I first saw this and I first did my first video, I thought this is just like every other meme coin. And as I've learned over time that building this brand is just so important, and they've done it so well, I really can't say enough on that. So what's really triggered me to get this video up is not just what's going on with the price at the moment, which is what I wanted to cover, but this tweet that they've put out. And I find it so interesting because what they've done here is they've dropped a puzzle. Strategic partnership announcing in 3/2, space 1, full stop. We've left you the pieces. $100 Ponke to anyone who guesses correctly. I'm not interested in the money. I am interested who this strategic partnership could be with, because a strategic partnership could mean a lot of different things. Is this a tier 1 listing? Possibly. I've sat for a long time. I do a lot of puzzles myself for one of my NFT groups, which is a Penguin based community, and I'm pretty good at solving puzzles. And this has really thrown me off because a lot of the times you want to just pay attention to the picture, what's going on in the picture, but they've made such a statement of the 3/2, space 1, full stop. The /, the comma, and the space, it doesn't make sense. Not in that order, that's for sure. So there's something very weird going on behind the scenes, and I think certain people are picking up on it. I'm now casually seeing $15,000 buys just going into Ponke like every couple of hours. And this is when you really start to see one of these meme coins take off. And there's a lot of people who are joining the Ponke chat, and I loiter around in there a lot because I just love all of the different gifs and the storytelling, which is just brilliant. But there's a lot of people like, am I late? And I would say to someone like that, well, ask yourself now, would you have got involved in SHIB at $200 million market cap, or $300 million market cap, or even a $500 million market cap, right? Would you have been late if you got into SHIB at that point? Absolutely not. You would have still been early. And I really think this is a situation where And I've prepped for both sides of this. I've got a bag that I use to dip and dive in and out for things, but then more importantly, I've got that long-term bag that I'm holding on to. I really think this thing's on a trajectory path to $1 billion market cap. And some people would sit and they would say, you know, this is actually a pretty bold statement for a meme coin, Jay. And what I would say to you is we're in an attention market. Everybody is watching Ponke. Everybody is mimicking what Ponke is doing. Everybody. Brett is mimicking it. Peng is mimicking it. Everybody's mimicking it. And it's really good because it sets a standard in meme coins for this kind of storytelling. But what I'm paying attention to is the people who initiated the birth of this thing, who have really pushed this thing forward. So there are a few different debates currently in the comment section for this, and then also in the group as well. Some people are saying it's something to do with the Solana Mobile Saga 2, which would be really interesting. Some people are saying it's a Binance listing, and I at first thought it could be because you've got 3, 2, 1, but there's no 4 anywhere in here. Even if you kind of like add up the hands, there's no 4. If that makes sense. Like we've got 1 here, 2, and then 2 again, 2 again, but these are 2 different colored arms. These are 2 different colored arms. These are 2 different colored arms. So they would all account for 1. So really you've got no 4 there. Obviously the Ponke being golden really kind of says to us, is this something about Solana or something to do with Solana? Because Ponke has always been deemed the golden child. We've all seen that original meme that was sent out. We've all seen the post. So we kind of get where this is coming from. If you've been in this from the very beginning, you'll kind of understand. But at the same time, I'm still very confused. But what that's making me is bullish, because these guys don't put out nonsense. They don't put things out for no reason. There is a very specific reason that they have done this. There's a very specific reason that there's 3/2, space 1 full stop, and them saying we've left you the pieces and then throwing a little tiny prize in there. Whoever solves this, huge shout out to you. I can't wait to see who this is. But for now, let's move over to the price chart, because what I wanted to kind of like go over and say to everybody here was what I was getting at before. So let's flick this onto a 4-hour chart. If you're wondering what all of these little indicators are, when I keep changing, it's the HG Algo indicator that we use. Links to it in the description. 20% off for life now if you get involved. It's a really amazing trading indicator. You've got to do dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out, bullish, bearish momentum. And this was actually one of the reasons why I found Ponke to begin with, because it was really, really lively at the beginning, and it's always been like that. And it's been a trader's paradise. So when it comes down to using an indicator like this, you want coins that have serious amounts of volatility for you to kind of like bank and buck on, so to speak. So as I was saying, right, we had this very, very predictive event happen. So we had it happen 3 times, and I did my video around here and I explained to everybody the likelihood was, because it had happened once, twice, 3 times, it wasn't going to happen again, because everybody has agreed on a general consensus that it was going to go down again. So it did come down, it consolidated a little bit, and then it done a fake drop. And since then it has only ripped to push higher highs each time, and we're currently trying to punch another all-time high. So when it comes down to Ponke, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think you'd be late getting into this now, and I really do think this is the next coin to push forward, because the development team are very set in their ways, and everything they're doing, they seem to be pushing towards some kind of very, very substantial play. But these strategic partnerships, these CEX listings that are coming, are good news for obviously holders like us. It's really good. There's no staking either, so you're not going to see like loads of people hoarding coins, staking them, and then those just being sold out, so to speak. So they've got a really good system in play. I'm really impressed with it. I love the Telegram group. It's really fun to just hang around in there, because nobody takes anything seriously, and more importantly, this is a meme coin. It's not taking itself seriously. But guys, that's all I've got on Ponke for now. You can get more or less all of the links from the website, so I'll just chuck the website link in at the bottom. I got mine on MEXC, and I have been grabbing a lot of the times whenever we've been bouncing on certain trend lines. I've just kind of been topping up my bag here and there with staking rewards that I'm earning elsewhere. I'm trying to prepare as best as I can for all eventualities in this bull halving cycle. It's going to be very important that we position ourselves as best as possible. But guys, other than that, enjoy your weekends. Have a really nice Sunday. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.